All right. Minecraft, a riddle wrapped in a mystery. Ooh, we're at why all the why so many onomatopoeias? 15151 with the world sizes. But yes, welcome to day 2, February 9th, 2021, as the date would indicate, of the Farlands are Busted Day 10-year anniversary Athon Extravaganza Orama fundraising for the CDC Foundation to fight COVID-19. Who's got your wolves, and your woofs ready? Who's got your wolves and your woofs ready? Don't forget, Doc Gratis just put the donate link. There's also a donate link down below if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, there's probably a link in the doobly-doo. And I did just get around to updating all the links on the farlandsorbust.com website. So... Alright! Hello, Farlanders! Right away, Wolfie's like, you're late! You're so late! Bloop, bloop. Indeed. Indeed. Kind of. Sort of. Listen. Oop. I just got a late start. It's fine. It's fine! Everything's fine. Grabbing Wolfie. I should consider some armor. But, that way is east. This way is west. You know what? Let's just go up and over. Up and over, yep. 33 gigs. Whoa! Okay, let's not go up and over. On second thought, I've decided to take the beach. Alrighty then. Doing fine. Everything's going great. Just dandy. I also, over the weekend, did a bunch of updates to the bit alerts. I felt like they were too expensive. So I reduced them quite a bit. And I made the changes per 5-bit increments as opposed to 10-bit increments. And added some fun little ditties in there. Doc! With the first donation of the day, we did get, while we were offline, a few donations from an anonymous donor and Uncle Scientist. But Doc, thank you for starting us off strong, getting us to $333.85 raised for the CDC Foundation. Fight to crush COVID. I could use some pork chops. What animal would you be in a Zoom meeting if you could be an animal? I didn't watch that video, but I see why it would be funny. I don't know. A fish? A fish seems like it would be an odd choice, right? Ooh, that's too many bones. I just listen to the podcast while I sleep. Sorry, there aren't going to be any podcasts during this month of FLoB, because we're just live streaming it, but welcome. What would you prefer? A phone call, a Zoom meeting, or an in-person meeting? No picking email or text. A phone call above the 2 other choices. An in-person meeting second to that. Honestly, maybe an in-person meeting first. I just hate Zooms. I like how everybody who already worked from home is death an option. How everybody who was working from home were like, Zoom meetings have skyrocketed. Even though their work hasn't changed at all, everybody suddenly wants to do Zoom meetings. I, thankfully, do not partake in business But yeah, it's as if like, well, everybody's doing Zoom meetings. We have to as well. I can see how that would be very annoying if you work in a corporate environment where you have no choice in that. True, I am not a business. I am a video games. That's precisely how I fill out my taxes. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm the thing I'm most nervous about in-person meetings is being late. Me? Late? Like, that's the only thing I get nervous about as far as in-person meetings go. But yeah, phone calls can bite it, and Zoom calls can especially bite it. Like, I don't see... There's no value in being able to see the face of the other person you're talking to on the computer. No value, he says with a face cam. But this is different. This is entertainment. I'm talking at you. You can't talk back. I've specifically set it up to be that way. Yeah, I mean, like, even like my doctor appointments, all my doctor appointments have to take place over Zoom. Why? Why? Like, it could take place over video, or not video, over email. Honestly, like the sort of issues and things we're addressing. So I feel like that's a bit pointless. The nurses call me on the phone ahead of time and get me to like take my temperature and pulse and like ask me my weight and stuff like that. So it's not like they're performing any specific medical inspections over the video screen. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I truly don't know. It was it would have been a very nice opportunity. I mean, aside from it being a horrible, horrible pandemic, but an opportunity to rethink and reinvent the way we do things, societally, economically, as a whole, educationally. But it appears that's gone and gotten bungled in favor of maintaining the status quo. Are you ever going to get diamond armor? I don't even know if diamond armor is a thing in this version of the game. I imagine it is, but I don't think I'm ever... I have this block of diamond only because I needed to get diamonds to make the last F3 monument, because I needed to make a record player. So yeah, I rarely, if ever, go mining. All the iron I get is from like surface free iron, as I like to call it, or spawners. The one benefit of video calls is seeing body language. But you can't even, because most people's lighting is crap, or they're on a laptop, so you're just looking up their nose. And all you see is this and above. Right? Public Iron. It's my Public Enemy cover band. So yeah, I don't know if body language is important. Zoom calls. You had diamond boots before, right? Probably. I think so. Because I did dig down in order to get redstone to make pistons one time, and I think I just accidentally found diamond as a side effect of that. So I think I made diamond boots out of them. Zombies. I feel like we're passing by a lot of spawners, but I don't see it, I don't want it. And honestly, I don't think diamond anything really lasts long in this version of the game. I don't think it has any more durability than other armor. Or maybe it does, I don't know. So then you have a better chance of survival? I've been at it for 10 years! 800 plus episodes. It is on normal difficulty. But still. I sleep through the nights. Like, the biggest threat is falling or falling into lava. And diamond armor ain't gonna do diddly squat for either of those situations. Woo! That was neat. Speaking of falling. Ghosts. That sand is haunted. Boink. Oh, it was a cactus. A cactus must have grown. Changed the block, updated the blocks, and then made it fall. Funnily enough, the first upload of the first day of this to YouTube got a copyright match from some scammy company claiming the Minecraft music. Which C418 has been on Twitter recently even saying that he or Minecraft will ever send Content ID claims against the Minecraft music. So that's fun. YouTube! Oh, I do need more. More dirt, or else I ain't gonna be able to make elevated hidey holes. Ooh. Careful, Wolfie. There's a minefield of cactuses. I feel like that's a spawner, probably. I'm starting to take apart the front of the Datsun to see about fitting the new,
Is there a careful Wolfie bit sound?
No. I don't like using alerts with my own voice. It's jarring to hear my own voice suddenly speaking not from my mouth while I'm streaming. Oh. Cone's voice? Has Cone ever said careful, Wolfie?
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
That's a great. For alerts.
I almost swallowed that nut.
Listen, listen careful, Wolfie.
Listen, listen, careful, Wolfie. Spooky noises. Are you going bumperless on the Datsun? Well, I'm gonna... Oh, sorry, yeah, I got distracted. I was doing that yesterday, and I came across some rusted bolts that I couldn't get loose, so I soaked them in WD-40, and we'll be back on that later. But yeah, the other problem is I gotta, like, lift the front and take the wheels off in order to get at them. I'm gonna take off the bumper in order to fit the new lip, the front lip valance situation. So much, I'm sure, to Cone's chagrin, it will be bumperless for a bit. But I would like to have a bumper. And there are conversion kits for slim bumpers, like the earlier 240s.
Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
Just
Spoons!
make sure the front doesn't fall off when you are done.
Good call. Good advice. And a gift sub.
Doc Gratis gifted a tier 1 sub to Probenja.
Probenja, well now hold on a minute.
282 gift subs in the channel.
Hold on. Did I miss a sub when I started? No, I didn't. Guess what, Spoons? That was the first resub of the day. Goes to Spoons, some 32 minutes into the stream. So yeah, I am going to make sure the front doesn't fall. Well, that's it. I mean, the scary part is that with this aftermarket bath bomb, aftermarket bath bomb, everybody. Uncle Scientist, thank you very much. Oh, that boat just up and disappeared. Doc Gratis! Another 5 sub bath bomb. Thank you very much. Sub tubs. Yay, Mr. Bucket. 440.
Look at us.
Small batch.
Look at us. Look at us.
53 months.
Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
So many subs in this tubs. Much appreciated.
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
Aw, I like being thanked, Homer voice.
Homer voice. I was talking about the bumper. But yeah, you gotta drill your own holes into the new front end. So I don't know why that's like a don't mess up situation.
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
Speaking of, where is the new nut alert?
The new nut alert. I don't have time. I don't have time to make a new nut alert. I don't know if that one is as good as that nut alert. So yeah, anyway. That's still a work in progress with the Datsun. I also got oil, transmission oil, and differential oil to do all the fluid changes that I probably should have done 5 months ago. Whoop, how'd this get here? Get planted. It is supposed to snow here on Thursday. It seems February is the snow month for Seattle. So that could be interesting. It could also mean that I'm trapped indoors. So more farlands or bust, but fun stuff indeed. If it does snow, I'm looking forward to letting Juno run around in it now that I have a yard for her to do such a thing. Because she does like gallivanting around in the snow. Felixar, thank you for that $20 donation. Small batch for that $25 donation. This is a bad way to go. There's one more. Did the other one not show? There's one more waiting in the queue. There it is. Two Worlds donated 2003. You know what I gotta do? I gotta find a way to get the text-to-speech to read out the questions. That would make things a lot easier on me than having to, like, look over. The only question Two Worlds can think of so far is how is the daily FLoB-A-Thon idea going so far? This is day 2. We had day 1 on Saturday. I had my weekend, my 2 days off, and now we're on to day 2. So, swimmingly. It's going swimmingly. In KurtJMac lackadaisy fashion. I'm not lackadaisy. I'm just... I don't overexert myself. I don't exert myself. Oh, a tip!
I almost swallowed that nut.
The KurtJMac Foundation. Not a real foundation, but good guy.
Thank you, Doc. Top tip of the day. Woo! Huh. I really don't want to go over this mountain, to be honest with you. Can we go around it? Buddy. But yeah, thank you for those rapid fire donations. They all came in at like the same time. We're up to $398.88. That's well more than we raised at this time on the last stream. By the end of the stream, we were at $280. We've almost doubled that already. I mean, you know, if math isn't your forte, you don't look into that too seriously. Another one, Ryuski. It's the meme number. 2112? Is that a meme number? What's the meme? 420. Oh, we've raised $420. Now it's the meme number. I thought 2112 was the meme number. Listen. Thank you, Ryuski, very much for your donation to the CDC Foundation. Appreciate it. Good to see ya. Ruined! For the cool guy, 420. Hey, that's a new alert. You found it. Thank you, Gopiat, for them bits. Remember that? Last season? The F3 monument? Spooky noises. According to the National Weather Service, Seattle averages 6.8 inches of snow per year, with December and February getting the most on average. Uncle Scientist, with another donation, thank you very much. Seen any good TV shows and or films lately? That, we are struggling with that. I mean, as much as one can struggle. But like, we wanted to watch a movie yesterday and they're like, there's just, oh god, oh good lord, oh. Well, since you're here, you noodle. What was I saying? Yeah, no, we can't find anything. We've, like, exhausted. We watched, like, we were looking at, like, there's no good, like, you search Google for, like, best comedy movies on Netflix, and you get, like, a bunch of these just spammy sites. Those can't be trusted. We watched the Eurovision comedy with Will Ferrell. Like, it ran out our 2 hours that we were relaxing on the couch, but it was really bad and not very funny. But it's a thing we watched, so we never have to watch it again. We're slowly making our way through Deep Space Nine, but we recently had a secret agent Bashir trapped in the holodeck episode, and that was very disappointing. So we got a bad taste in our mouth from Deep Space Nine. Good episode, but it wasn't. But it wasn't a good episode. Bad taste, 9. We just don't like Bashir. He's annoying as a person. We've been through Trailer Park Boys. We're on like season 9 or something. Season 8 was a real stinker, which was the one with Snoop Dogg. So I don't know how much longer that I have it in for that. Like, I've been watching through Schitt's Creek. The girlfriend really doesn't like it. but she allows it. I still need to watch the new season of The Expanse, the last season of Dark, and there was another one. There was another one I need to see. Oh, they came out with a new season of... What was the altered carbon? Alternate carbon? Altered carbon? Something like that. Which I watched the first season and it was passable. So I'm like, I could watch the second season of that, I suppose. There was another thing that I was watching and then I stopped watching. Because the season wasn't out yet or something. And now I can't remember what it is. Expanse. Dark. The girlfriend likes Umbrella Academy. I really didn't make it past the first 3 episodes of the first season. It just, I think I'm just like superheroed out. I just didn't care. I swear there was something else, but I honestly can't think of it. Hacker Man. What's that one called? I don't even know if it's available anywhere to stream yet. Mr. Robot. Yeah. I'm so confused about like where I left off and like what season is even out now. So it's on Amazon. I know, but I don't know if I've seen it already. It's all out. Are they done with Mr. Robot? Maybe the last season of Mr. The Good Place! That's the other one! That's the other one I stopped watching because it wasn't out yet, and now that it's out, I want to watch it. But again, it's like the girlfriend hasn't seen it or watched it. Amazon has 1 through 4. 1 through 4 of what? Mr. Robot? Oh. See, maybe I have seen the last season. Oh, I need boats. Beds. And boats, actually. Whoop, that ain't gonna work. Okay. So yeah, The Good Place was the third one I was thinking of, but couldn't think of. So yeah, like, I would like to watch those, but at the same time, I feel bad. Because the girlfriend hasn't watched any of those to be able to, like, jump in. And, like, I tried to get her to watch Dark, but she didn't get into the first season.
Minecraft. Ride the pig.
Boats, boats, boats.
Boats, boats, boats! Torches, torches, torches! That's an alert I gotta get. I gotta find the Torches, Torches, Torches song. See, I think what we really A very colorful sunset outside. What we're really wanting to find is like movies to watch. You know, something that doesn't require a 7-season investment in our time. Yeah, and I know there aren't really any new movies that have come out or anything like that. Obviously. But even just like old new movies. Have you seen Chernobyl? We would like to, but you can't because he needs Showtime or whatever for that, or HBO or whatever one it's on, and we don't have that. But yeah, that's one we both have interest in watching. Oh, how many of you listened to the last episode of Ran When Parked with special guest Vintage Beef? He was talking about a serial killer dramatization documentary on Netflix show. Look at that. And he was saying how, like, the murderer was driving a yellow 2-door Corolla. And it reminded him of my Corolla. The girlfriend was watching that literally just after we finished recording that episode. No, it was, it's the Night Stalker, it's like the name of the murderer. The Night something. Is it Night Stalker? I think it's Night Stalker, right? Night Crawler. That's right. He doesn't stalk, he crawls. So yeah, in all of the scenes where they're like recreating, like it wasn't like they didn't say he drove a yellow Corolla. That's just apparently what the production company had on hand to use for the villain's car. But yeah, it was like, that's like a 80s, like an 84 or something Corolla. But it's yellow. It has the silver roof rack. So yes, I could see how Beef very much mistook that Corolla for my Corolla. The thing I immediately noticed is it's supposed to take place in like the late 80s, early 90s or something like that. But like they had a shot of the Corolla rolling up and like just its like close to the curb and like just its wheels. And it had like modern day late 2000s AutoZone multi-fit aftermarket wheels on it. Which I'm like, hey, I'm calling out. You that's not historically accurate. So they must have just found some kid in LA who happened to have an old tuner Corolla. I feel like you've talked about this before. No, this is the first time I've talked. Ever. I mean, if you listen to the podcast, then yes, you'll remember that Beef brought it up. But at the time, I didn't know what he was talking about until I walked in the other room and the girlfriend was watching that exact show. Alright, I have to do this. Oh! Come on. Go! Come on! I don't think it's gonna make it. No! What a bamboozle. I thought I was gonna have a river flowing all the way down this hill, but I guess not. That's a shame. I see the donation, Felix R. It popped up. Yeah, $20. What streaming services do you use? We use mainly Netflix, Amazon Prime. She has Hulu. We got... The hell is going on here? This is like a giant hidey hole. For giants. Oh, that kind of... Wait, where's... Oh, I ruined it. Ruined the immersion. Boy, torches are difficult to break because they are sometimes not where they say they are. What's the one we were watching Most Extreme Elimination Challenge on? It was like Crackle, but like the American Crackle. It was called like Snapple, or Crack Snapple Pop. I forgot the name of it, but because Tubi, that's it, Tubi, or not Tubi, because that's the only thing that was available on the Xbox for us. So yeah, Tubi, and we found some very, very crappy old 80s movies, which are always fun, on Tubi. In addition to the entire Most Extreme Elimination Challenge archive, which is now on Amazon Prime for some reason. Hello, it's going fine. This is fine. Offbeat services like Curiosity. Well, what is Curiosity? Education stuff. Yeah, we've been interested in like documentaries and stuff too. But like they're either boring or they're like prepare to get mad and depressed, sometimes both at the same time. Thank you very much. Bijik. Whoop. Yeah, I wonder if we can change that donate cobot thing to be for everyone instead of just subscribers. Then again, that might be a global setting that we have for only commands are available to subscribers or above. Ooh, KurtJMac. Right, and there's movies I want to see, but you have to like pay to see. Like those aren't available included in any of the streaming services. Like 1917, like like I've heard it's very bad, but Ad Astra, or what's that? Dunkirk. Like, those are movies I want to watch, but not for $7.99 or whatever else they're wanting to charge. Oh, wait, whoa, that's a big... Lord Kelbor, thank you for the $10 donation to the CDC Foundation. Oh, perhaps not as deep as I originally thought, but I was spooked. I mean, like, we also wanted to see, like, Bill and Ted's, the new Bill and Ted's, but it was, like, $23. And we're like, alright, calm down now. Anonymous with the $20, thank you very much. We're up to $480. We've already raised $200 on this day. And yeah, we don't have, we got rid of, we're done with our free trial of Disney for the year. So, everybody talking about WandaVision, honestly, I'm kind of done with Marvel too. Sweet Moses! Wait for it. Wait for it. Two hundos from an anonymous donor. 2 hundos. Thank you very much. Whoever did that anonymously. Been watching for years. Ashamed to say this is my first donation. What haven't you been asked yet? I've been asked that, and I never have an answer. What? Oh, how many questions exist to be asked? Also true.
I almost swallowed that nut.
On this day, for this charity, by this guy located entirely inside this stream. Can I see it?
Can you see what? What do you want to see? What do you think is the highest number of distinct types of blocks you've ever had on the screen at a single moment? Oh, that's weird. That's a weird question. Oh, that was a steamed hams reference. I see. I had steamed hams for lunch. And I made steamed hams on the grill the other day. And we ran out of propane halfway into the steaming. So I had to bring them inside to finish them on the stove. To answer any of those questions, I don't know. I mean, I suppose probably the most like unique blocks I've had on the screen would definitely have to be related to building monuments, where I've chosen strange blocks. Your various wools, cobblestones. What was it? Season 3? Season 4 was the one I did with a bunch of like lava and lanterns and stuff. Ran out of propane. Yep. Propane and propane accessories. Which kind of puts a hamper in our plans to... I thought we were going to try to have steaks for Valentine's Day. There's a bit of a delay for the alerts to show up. Which is how I was able to see that $200 donation before it came up. There it is, Destroyer. $20. $700 already. Thank you very much. Love your streams, keep it up. Do you like RPG type games? Final Fantasy are the like. I do not. That's probably mainly due to my experience with Final Fantasy VII. I owned a PlayStation 1, and everybody everywhere, mind you, this is before the internet, I couldn't reference these sources, was raving about how it was the best video game ever. So I got a copy of Final Fantasy VII, not knowing a thing about the franchise or the gameplay or anything. And I never even got past the first disc because I didn't like it. I was very disappointed. I don't like the fighting, like the turn-based fighting is not interesting to me. It doesn't hold my attention. It's based on, RPGs and stuff like that, and like having to count your hit points and whatever damage points and buffs and nerfs and whatever. It just wasn't for me. So yeah, ever since then, I've kind of avoided those types of games. Based kind of on that, but it's also I just don't like those types of games. So yeah. Like, do you consider The Witcher to be an RPG? I'm like interested in it enough to like hop into the world and experience it for a few hours, but after that I'm like, okay, I don't care anymore. I don't care about the story or the people or the characters or the fighting or anything. So no, yeah, I'm just not into that. And that's maybe one of the many reasons I'm disappointed in the latest Tomb Raider games, is because they went in that direction with a game that historically has never had any of that extra fluff. Even Mystic Quest. I don't even know what that is. Ghostly. Ghosted. Thank you for $20. You ever get one of those random long eyebrow hairs? Or random long hair out of your shoulder? I always admire those guys. Giving them all they got. Trying to stand out. Only get snip, snip. Snip, snip. Do you mean pluck, pluck? You gotta get them at their root. And yes, I'm pretty sure everyone does. That's a common human experience, probably. That's why, like, I'm also, like, kind of interested in Nier Automata. But I feel like it has too many of these RPG elements. So that's what scares me away from it. Even though of the reviews I've heard, it, like, includes... They've, like, included every type of, like, game mechanic they've kind of folded into the gameplay, if you can say that. Yeah, no, I think I might enjoy it, but then again, I might not. It's like never on sale too, for being like a 4-year-old game or however long it was made ago. Alright, easy, easy everybody, we're doing fine. Yee! On easy. Oh, it has a difficulty. I mean, that's like the worst game I played last year was Control. Because there were no difficulty settings, and it leaned hard into the open worldy RPG stats and skill tree things, and I just I didn't want any of that. It's a very disappointing experience. Frustrating. Nier Automata. You say automata, I say automato. Whoa. Near a potato. I didn't realize today was National Pizza Day. I made a pizza yesterday. Made the dough myself. Woo, what the heck happened here? I guess we're building an arboretum. Whoop. He's done it. Meteor, yeah. Boat. Oh, this is gonna be the last day. Did I do that right? I think so. Wolfie. Now those trees grow before we leave. Come on, grow. Just go. You want to do it? Watch where I'm going. No? Aw. That's a shame. Roof. There's a bunch of pumpkins. Bowstripe, thank you for $10. To the CDC Foundation. If you had to choose between being a grove of trees, that's one organism, or a volcano, which would you want to be? Huh. How does one be a volcano? I guess. Yes, that was their idea. E.g. Pando. What's a pando? I thought that was a type of bear. Someone explain pando. Pando Calrissian, yep. Dang it, I'm all getting trapped. Getting trapped! It's the largest living organism. I thought that was a mushroom. Go! I don't know the answer to that question. Yeah, I thought it was like a mushroom. Like there's like one mushroom that like is across like the entirety of like Minnesota, Michigan, Iowa, you know, like states huge. Heaviest is a pando. I don't know. I mean, I guess the tree, because I mean, I guess I can't imagine being a tree, but at least it's a living organism and not just spooky noises and not just, you know, rocks. I mean, I feel like a volcano might live longer. There, to answer the earlier question of what question haven't you been asked before? That one. Specifically that one. That is, that's a completely unique question. Ooh, boy. Excuse me. Alright, let's do it over here. Perhaps next to this waterfall. Perhaps not. Wolfie? Ah, okay. Sophisticated chat. Sometimes. Alright. So. 3 beds. And a boat. I think we're set. So yeah, I'm gonna back up the world and do all that dibbly doobly. And, BRB. I mean, I'm still gonna be here. I'm just gonna make the snoring noises. Okay. 332278. That's funny. All right, let's back up the world. All right. And we're back. Part 2 of day 2. Sorry, I got some weird staticky situations going on here. It's fine. It's fine. Get your woofs ready. Woof indeed. Wolfie wasting no time to continue with the journey. Oh. It's as if we were just here. Because we were. Indeed. I guess I could have gone in there. That's fine. Could use some more wood. That's right. We're raising money for CDC Foundation and their efforts to crush COVID. Wholly independent, privately funded organizational arm to the CDC. We're not constrained, say, like the government organization is, to budgets and oversight. Well, oversight, I guess, is the wrong word there. I think they're very much constrained to that.
Hey, look at us. Look at us.
Huh? Oh, Wolfie, your tail's down.
Say it again.
Fajitas, 53 months. I have once again ended up on a cliff face that I cannot descend. Oh, sweet. This is... All right. This is how it's gonna go. Having a wolfie. Ah! Wow! Fajitas! Careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. Careful, Wolfie. Fajitas! 20! Sub. Gift. Sub. That is what got me down that cliff safely. Cone Dodgers here only for these buckets. Buckets! Thank you very much, Fajitas. Very generous. Everybody's being very generous. We're up to $730 raised for the CDC Foundation thus far. Our goal at the end of the month is for $4,200, which is the same goal that we had for Pause, as well as for Equal Justice Initiative. Oops. There we go. I had my window with the donations wasn't up in front. Front window. There it is, Doc. I tried. There's no way to get the stream elements to read aloud the donations. So I will read them aloud. Doc, with the $20 donation, can Susan just answer this for me? Do you have a favorite dessert? Preferred ice cream flavor? Pie flavor? I'm sorry, Susan cannot. Susan is not yet integrated with the Tiltify program. Yeah, that used to be your job back in the day. Still available. Favorite dessert. Did I tell you about the Jell-O experiment? Now you just provide nut quotes. Yeah, it didn't come out great. I mean, it tasted great, but it was not solidified. I mean, I did talk about it, not in Farlands or Bust. I think I showed you guys the recipe and what it was supposed to look like. And it came out, it did not hold the mold. Let's just say that much. I.e., how does Jell-O not gel? When it's an advanced Jell-O recipe. This was, what was it called? It was called... like a Jell-O Royal Jewels. Royal Gems. Gem in a cake. It was called something. But it was cubes of traditional Jell-O suspended in the more whipped, light, fluffy Jell-O mold situation. The whipped Jell-O mold is your normal Jell-O, but then mixed with Cool Whip. So you get that kind of soft... You've probably had this type of Jell-O before. It's like a softer, opaque, it's not clear and see-through Jell-O situation. Almost like a pudding. I've not had that in at least 20 years. Well, there's a good reason for that, because the recipe book it came from, that belongs to my girlfriend, was from 1981. So I had a bunch of retro recipes, half of which were savory Jell-O, which include things like shrimp, pork, green beans, tuna. We did not delve into those chapters of the book, but so yeah, I have in the fridge. It is set. I went with the standard Jell-O that a peach Jell-O that I've added pineapple chunks to. I was considering adding a layer of a different flavor, but I figured to rein back my aspirations and just keep it a single flavor Jell-O with fruit chunks. Pineapple? You don't like pineapple? Oh yeah, that's what my grandma or somebody used to make with the little tiny oranges. What are those called? The little tiny, they're like this big. Little slices. Tangerines. Mandarins. Mandalorians. Well, I'll have you know the girlfriend had me put what leftover pineapple chunks I had from the Jell-O on her half of the pizza yesterday, so... Take it! So yeah, that Jell-O, I'm sure it has set, and I'm sure it will be fine. That is not to say that that's my favorite dessert, though. That's just the only dessert experiences I've been having lately are Jell-O-based. Favorite dessert? Man, I like pumpkin pie. Got some good memories with pumpkin pie. Ah, Wolfie almost got whacked upside the head with a sword. We want to make a lemon you know this symbol I'm making to indicate the ingredient that I can't think of the name of? No, not meringue, not tart. Tart? Aged. Lemonade stand? Lemonade stand. Oh, Lord. No, it's a cake. A lemon poppy seed. Poppy seed. I'm rolling tiny poppy seeds between my fingers. Lemon poppy seed cake. Gluten-free, of course. But just because we have the bundt cake pan that we tried to make the Jell-O in, which didn't work out too great, so now I'm thinking of new ways to use the bundt cake. Want to see my seed back? So yeah, the problem with that is it requires some special ingredients and lemon zest. And I don't have a lemon zester. I don't know how to zest my lemons. But yes, we want to make that. No, favorite desserts? I guess I don't. I mean, I'd be remiss not to mention I really like cheesecake too. I also like ice cream. Iced cream. Cream diced. So yeah, I don't know that I can pick favorites. Preferred ice cream flavor. Oh, what a lovely segue. if I'm the easy one is a mint. Dang it, a mint chocolate chip. Dang it! How do I keep ending up on these precarious perches? Well, I've leaned hard in the last like decade or so into caramel-based sundaes and ice creams. Salted caramel, or just like I bought a jar of caramel and add it to plain ice cream. Ooh, that's another thing we want to make is turtles. The chocolates. I'm for the girlfriend's birthday, I made her chocolate dogs. I bought a chocolate mold. Not it's just a mold. I bought some mold. I bought one of those latex molds. Latex? No. Plastic. It's rubbery, like a rubbery it's almost like an ice. You could use it for silicone. That's the. I've been playing too much Astroneer. Silicone molds that had dogs and dog shapes, and I made her chocolates. So I filled some with caramel and some with the coconut. So we'd like to then also like make our own chocolates. But the turtles, which is caramel and some nut. I'm sure Cone knows. Pie flavor. I've already been over pie flavor. Good pumpkin. I don't like tart pies. Like the girlfriend said, I've never had a key lime pie. The girlfriend says I would like it, but I'm not sure. I'm not a fan of like cherry pies. I like apple is good. A cinnamony apple pie is good. Or like berry pies, raspberries. It's too much. Right, we made raspberry tarts with the fresh raspberries. We picked the blackberries we picked out and about in the wild, as you can do in Seattle. I don't think I've ever had rhubarb either. I like a good creme brulee, too. Mostly because at restaurants, that's like the only dessert I can have that's gluten-free. Is a creme brulee. Creme. This is working up to the FLoB 10-year anniversary. The 10-year anniversary is on March 6th. So we started this on February 6th. We did get some gluten-free Oreos a couple weeks ago. Those finally hit the streets. Stream is fine for me. Oop, I don't know why I did that. Just force of habit, I guess. Murder! That pig was dry. I'm pretty sure Pallet Hands knows about the jitters. Far out, man. Far out. Ooh, doggy. I don't know why that amused me, but it did. I do want to say that Good didn't like my joke on Twitter. Oh man. Like, he hasn't responded or anything. I had to say something. I'm still taken aback by that image. I feel like it's photoshopped or something. I'm not the only one, right? I'm not just being a rude dude. Ah, careful, Wolfie! Oh, zombie's saving himself. Oh, he's not saving himself at all. The shoes do look large. As do the legs. As do the legs. I thought he was like sitting on somebody's lap. Because his face and his arms and his hands look like he's like 6 years old, 4 years old. The rest of him looks 22. From the waist down. And I'm not making fun of him. I'm making fun of a picture of him. That's not the same. I saw that and posted that when we were watching the Will Ferrell movie, and then showed it to the girlfriend, and she said that made her laugh harder than anything in the entirety of the movie. Ah. Twitter is free and fun for everyone. Oof. What else is new? $750 raised for the CDC Foundation thus far. I guess I just swim for it, huh? Does he have old man legs now? Yeah, he's like half Benjamin Buttoning. I'm 10 years closer. Don't be mean. Many more than 100 blocks to go. Like at least 400. Thousand. Million. Ah, Wolfie. Spawn inside those leaves, you dingus. You dingbat? Whoa! Okay. Well, found the hidey hole. Hello. Yeah, I'm more than a third of the way there, so more than 33%. A gift sub from Uncle Scientist.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Ozegenum. They have given 259 gift subs in the channel.
Is that how you pronounce the name? Ozegenum? Thank you very much. The floating point was at 4,194,304 blocks. That's the last known coordinate, I guess you could say. Whoa, there's a spawner. That's our first one of the FLoB-A-Thon-A-Day banana. I'm like a little scared that this whole place is gonna collapse. Alright, what do we got? I mean, obviously, the zombie spawner. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Spooky noises. Oh, that was a bit. That was a bit spooky noise. That's
Spawner.
that's a sheep. Saddle, string, gunpowder. Oh, iron, gunpowder. I'll take it. Don't mind if I do. Should we blow up this spawner? Or should we, like, wait to blow something up? Let's blow up this spawner. They deserve it. Rude. I also need to make beds, so I deserve it. Oh, I just got rid of all my sand. I'm an idiot. Oh, cow, get out of here. You don't want to be here when this thing goes off. You know? Alright, Wolfie, you don't want to be here either. Have a seat. I said have a seat. Oh. That's... Alright. Let's place it right on the spawner. Alright. Kabloosh! Woo! Anticlimactic. Ah! Oh, I'm fine. I'm going to make it climactic, I suppose. Let's put this thing away. Continuing on. It's the jitter. Like there's like a little half step my guy now takes after I stop. KurtJMac, getting a lot of use. Dingus. So, how are things? Spooky noises. Come here often? Oh, I do. When was the last bingo stream? On this channel? You know what? He did take some damage. I hope you ate that. It has to have been over a year in this economy. I mean, Cone still bingos. But yeah, much like Dirt Rally, I retired from bingo for the sake of my nerves. Yep, hung up the jersey at the peak of my career. Did they not have like a Minecraft bingo Twitch rivals? Wasn't that a thing? Like they didn't use Lorgon's bingo thing, but was I wrong in thinking that's a thing that was a thing? I never learned what Twitch rival. It's just Twitch organizing PvP events between usually popular Twitch streamers. Like Justin has done a bunch for like PUBG and you know, the games he plays. And usually like depending on how you place, you get a payout. So like if you win, you could get like a few $1,000 per person on your team depending on what event it was and who the sponsor was or whatever. Oh. Snowy. What was the game everyone was playing a couple months with the beans? Among Us? People are still playing that. Oh, Fall Guys! I mean, the Among Us people are kind of beans, too. Fall Guys. I guess people are still playing that, but yeah, I think the vast majority of the hype and fad has faded. There's a lot of bean-based video games these days. They're very simple to render. Winter guys instead of fall guys. Get it? Get it? And then there's gonna be spring guys, summer guys. Fun guys. Five Guys. Lol guys. Ooh. Rise Guys is a bread baking simulator. I'm really stretching here. I'm really stretching that dough, I mean, oh! Slow-mo, guys. Woohoo, buddy. On TV? On a real TV? That's disorienting. The texture of the blocks with the terrain jitter makes it seem it's like doing a Niore
Just don't think there's anybody
pattern.
better. Really? You got it. You got it. Hey, thank you.
Lil Huitos, thank you for 40 months in the subtub. Weird spot to hear zombies. Ooh, wow. Oof. A lot of snow around here, huh? What do you miss about Chicago? Not much, really. Like, my family, obviously, and like being able to see them. But that has less to do with the location and more to do with the location of the people. The points. Oh man, that's a callback. I mean, I don't like the city just because I don't like cities, but it's all right of a place to visit. I think it's just kind of, I don't know how to say it. It's like the culture of people. Like, you know, regions have kind of like more than just like the accents of people or the food or sports teams or music or whatever. Like, it's just like a type of person. Oh, that's not a bed. The personality of a person that grows up in XYZ town is like maybe not even more familiar, but more expected. Like it's something because it's like in me. It's like easier to relate with, familiar, I guess. You know, as opposed to like East Coast people who I really have never been to the East Coast much, if at all. I don't know what that is. Or like West Coast. I feel like up north is probably a little bit better than like California. Like that type of, you can think of that type of person who's from California. Just kind of like if you mix everything together, don't go to like the extreme surfer dude Californian. Yeah, like that, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh, those people. No, I'm thinking more like general too. Like just people as a whole. Like not looking at even a specific person or a specific type of person. It's just like from the way they drive to like passing them in the grocery store, this overhearing conversations, it's like that sort of the general ambiance of existence. I suppose I miss, I guess, the familiarity. I feel like I blend in more, I think, probably in Chicago than I do here or elsewhere. And it's not really like a feeling of like belonging or like, oh, that's home. It's just like the weird, like I said, just the atmosphere, the air. My name is Mike. $50. Thank you very much. My name is Mike. You said, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. Doing better now that we are up to $800. To crush COVID through the CDC Foundation. Thank you very much. Very generous donation. So yeah, I suppose that is what I would miss most about Chicago. See, Uncle Scientist, thank you very much. But I mean, there's a lot I don't miss and don't care to return to. So. Yeah, like the girlfriend mentions that about like Seattle, Pacific Northwest, like generally speaking, like people here aren't very upfront, it seems. Like if they don't like you, they won't tell you. Like they'll feign friendliness or something like that. Whereas in the Midwest, you'll know if someone doesn't like you. Or maybe on the East Coast, like New York, you just assume nobody likes you. Because nobody does. Kind of like everyone has a hidden agenda. Kind of. But less like they're trying to take advantage of you. And more like they're trying to put up a front about themselves, I suppose. I feel like probably California, that whole, again, generalized the whole Hollywood vibe, everybody's out to make it for themselves sort of vibe. Not that, but... Right. You live in Cali. So you agree. Yeah, not just Hollywood, the gold rush spirit, yes, of different areas of California. I mean, it's hard to say because there are, like, a lot of these places that someone would end up in from out of state, like myself, is also a place that a lot of other people go to, like California, like Seattle, like Phoenix, is very much not a native hometown type of city. As opposed to Chicago, I know like Illinois is like losing population because people are moving away. I don't feel like a lot of people who live in Chicago have all moved there from elsewhere, you know. That's like, tend to be people who are up and from there, who live there. Indeed. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even rule out living in California, but definitely like the north mountains or coast. But who knows? Who knows where the winds might take the... We got one more bed already. This ain't so bad. This ain't so bad, this farlanding thing. I can't go any more west there, Starcats. I'm literally out of land. That's the other thing. I get a lot of questions about, like, what foreign country would you live in? Or this, that, or the other. And it's not easy to do that. Like, you can't live... I mean, this last year and COVID notwithstanding, but just to, like, get up and... Like, you can't just move to Japan. like, that doesn't happen. You can't just move to a country in Europe as an American and be like, this is my life now, this is where I live. I'm just speaking logistically, legally. Like, there are some countries where it's easier than others, but it's usually because not that many people want to live in those countries. Cone's New Zealand answer yesterday was pretty quick. What's New Zealand's immigration policy like? Process. I know it is like one of the more younger countries of the world. Like, as far as the population is concerned. Boing. I did not make this elevated hidey hole tall enough. This was unsafe. I think it was safe because the bed itself was above air blocks, but he's getting lazy in his old age. Alright. Sick of all this walking. Let's use a boat. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Not counting this last year. Just generally. Like, especially if you say don't already have some sort of employer bringing you there and taking care of all the legal visa living sort of situations. It's very difficult for just a person, a not ridiculously wealthy and well-connected person, to just up and move to a different country. Specifically to work and live in. Thank you Tice? Pritis? Let's say that. Not sure how far we are. I haven't pressed F3. We're going to do that on the 6th of March. But the last time we did, we were over 4 million blocks. Well, that was the last FLoB-A-Thon. Doing on wood, doing fine. Right. If they need your skills. I don't think Twitch streamer is one of the skills they need in Japan. I feel like it should get easier with people working from home to move countries. No. Like, that's why, like, even when you go visit to a place, you can't say you're there for work. Because your visa doesn't allow it. So I don't think that has anything to do with this. If anything, that's more reason for them to deny and say, well, you don't have to live here to work. Stay where you are. Ooh. Ooh. Boing. Spooky, spooky. Spooky, spooky. Oh, excuse me. Would you look at that? A big old circle. Some sort of giant egg shape. Oh yeah, the glitching is now 4 texture pixels off. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, goodness. I wonder, says Fajitas Command, if the laws were the same globally, and all that differed was voluntary culture and geography, where would everyone level? How would humanity be distributed in a global civilization without borders? I feel like the only way that experiment would work is if that was the case since inception. Bwah. Like if you... Careful, Wolfie! What was that even about, you dingleberry? I mean, I imagine it would be a bit of the same. Because, like, if you'd stay like, oh, now all country, we're all just one country and all borders are erased and blah, 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 blah. Like, that's the population already, and the culture has been influenced by the borders that we've placed. Oh, this one looks exactly like the one we just got. I mean, you have to assume that... Starcat! Thank you for the $10 donation. I see your question, and I'll get to it in a memento. Oh. Ah, the old double-double. Spooky noise. What do we got? We can blow this one up, too. More iron. I should make that new chest plate and paints. The old chest plate. Oh, did I do this wrong? I did. Okay. Hold on. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like with some exceptions, it would be similar based on, you know, like somebody said, near water, just habitable locations. Resources and stuff. What am I doing? Doing that. Faheets. Oh, thank you, Faheets. That hundo was for the question I'm already trying to answer. Doing a very poor job of it. Yeah, Wolfie's fine there, probably. And for that, let me celebrate. Woo. Well, the sun's going down. Well, I guess I'm instead of that, I should have made the hidey hole in that. Oops, whoops. It's fine. It's fine. We'll live over here. Maybe in this naturally collapsed sand cave. Or not. Uh-oh. Boy, I really beansed it up this time. Yeah, have a seat right there. Okay, here we go. The question that came in from Starcat with their donation was, have you ever been shocked electrically? Is there any other? Yes. I don't remember how old I was. It was definitely at our first house as a kid, so I was less than 4 years old. I had to. I mean, for science, I had to see what would happen if I touched those interesting looking holes in the wall. I had to. And I did, and I fell off the chair. I was so surprised. Yeah, that was different. That's one of those early memories that I remembered. Very rare, but I'm pretty sure that I'm remembering it out of survival. That's probably the case. I'm no expert on evolutionary brain patterns, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the brain was like, I'm gonna remember that one so I don't do it again. I'm pretty sure once or twice I've probably gotten up from something or another. Honestly, I think I shocked myself a little bit installing the dome light in the Corolla. It's fine. Just a little zap, little Zappa, little Frank Zappa. I repeatedly touched a horse fence and couldn't figure out why my hand was letting go. Letting go? Normally, your muscles grip, which is why if you're not sure a wire is live, touch it with the back of your hand. That way your hand goes away. If you touch it with your palm, your hand will grip it, and then you do the Jurassic Park thing. I learned that from electronics class. Yeah, okay. I think we did another hour here, didn't we? So let's go to sleep. We'll back up the world, and that's where I'm going to wrap up today's stream. We're up to $910 in only 2 days of the Farlands Are Busted Day 10-year anniversary-a-thon extravaganza Orama 2021 for the CDC Foundation to fight COVID-19. Okay. What do you think the megabytes are going to be at? 33295542. Exactly as I had predicted.